Hey guys, RTT back here for another video, guys. Today I have an interesting video for you. So, this is not a PlayStation Portal. It is a Switch 2, as you can see. And what this is a PlayStation type controller. It's not made by PlayStation. I'll leave a link down below in the description to this. But this is legitimately one of the coolest controllers I have seen in a very long time. So it's just your typical Android Bluetooth controller. For example, you click on here, you turn it on, and once you turn it on, it's actually connected to my Switch 1, ironically enough. But you do have turbo mode, you have home, you have SE, you have the RGB mode, the macro mode, and then you have ST again. But I click on this, and again, it is connected to my this Switch 1 right now. But in order to pair it, you just click on this button right here, home, and Y, and you're able to go ahead and pair the controller. It's very easy, like you pair any Switch controller. You would just simply go to, let me get out of this. You just go back again. Go ahead and go to this icon right here. Change grip, and then you just control it once it's in pairing mode. So this is the largest that this can actually go. So, for example, you see on the back here, this Switch 2 is technically compatible with it because it can't go any farther than this exact size. But if I take the Switch 2 out, doing this with one hand, it's always great. Okay, hold up. There we go. Okay, don't do that with one hand. No issue with the Joy-Con thing right here. Haven't had any issue with that with this case on. And by the way, these do come out. You just have to pop them back in. So all of these Joy-Cons on both sides do come out, but if they come out, you have to go ahead and pop them back in. These are also Hall Effect controllers, or Hall Effect joysticks. Excuse me, and I'm okay. Doing that one hand is going to be impossible. But it's a lot better with the Switch 1. Switch 1 makes it a lot easier. But for example, with my Switch 2, I like to go ahead and use these guys right here, which just pops on to the left and right hand side of your Switch 2. Things like that. Yep, there we go. Pops on the other side. And now you can use any Switch 1 Joy-Cons on your Switch 2. So, a little cool feature, a little cool add-on. But, doing this with one hand on the Switch 1, let me see if I can do it one hand on the Switch 1. Should be able to. Hold up. Okay, that's maybe not the case. Hold up, guys, I'll be right back. Alright, so I also went ahead and updated in between videos. So let me go ahead and open this, or turn this on. And yes, I have a PS5 theme on the Switch 2, so I can't do that on the Switch 1. I can't do that on the Switch 2, sadly, so it is what it is. But it's pretty simple. Works pretty good. Honestly, this is probably better for the Switch OLED and the Switch 1 than the Switch 2, just because of the size difference. It is very, very heavy. When you add this plus the Switch 1, it is very, very heavy combination of the two. I love this controller immensely. It feels amazing. Just that thing right there is very heavy. And when you add in this, it does not work well for that reason. But if you can deal with the heaviness, it's pretty good. Everything works fine. No problem at all. It works perfectly fine if you can deal with the heaviness. But the heaviness is definitely the annoying part, because it's just really freaking heavy for no reason. Other than that, though, again, like I said, I've been using this for about a month now. No issues at all. Does everything you need to. And as always with the Switch, you can go ahead and remap every single button if you want to, which it already works for most games, just as you would want it to work for most games. Plus, if you have a modded Switch like myself, you can go ahead and use Android, and it works perfectly for Android as well. So that's the controller. For the most part, again, it is very expensive. I believe it's $70, which for an Android Bluetooth controller is up there. But after a month, the build quality has still been really good. I thought the build quality was going to be crap. It's actually pretty good build quality-wise. And it still feels really good even since day one. So you can also replace these if you want to. And also, again, with the RGB, you can change it to different colors. So that's also a cool factor as well. You can do like, flashing colors, stuff like that, rainbow, whatever. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.